Oh my gosh. What has been going on the last few days since we've been up here? We'll talk about it all on the other side.
Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know me. Keep your head up, I want you to grow.
Singing in the shower is all fun and games until you get shampoo in your mouth.
What?
Then it's a soap opera.
No contest. Wait, see it's gold on me. Serve something,
Want you
nigga.
to glow with me.
The world been dying, days is number, check the climate. I'm
It's
This list is
16.
some ass, bro.
You
I'll
went
go.
Cardi B over Illmatic.
You put this over, not just that, You put this over pop. You put this over criminal. You put this over rap music. You put this over All Eyes on Me.
Time and again that I'm really him. Oh, you ain't know. This not just for the show, but that you entertain anybody.
It kind of goes into my whole spiel about music and everything like that. The game related stuff.
Why'd you elongate music? This man said music.
Music is powerful.
Music. Why are you elongating? You don't.
Because it's music.
What are you, a cow? Wait.
It's music. It's not music.
I'm pretty sure there's only one you in.
Yes. You have to put emphasis on that you. Music.
You're weird. You know, you're being weird right now, bro.
Yes, I am very weird.
Local neck.
I
Local
like.
neck. Local neck destroys Waterside District with a Hellcat.
Local in the words of Chisel Don, it's local Negro. Right.
Local esophagus shuts it down for everyone. There's something in the water. Yeah, it's a Hellcat. Oh my god, bro. Oh, that's why Pharrell won't come back. This nigga shut it down. We don't even have a stage anymore. He just came down here doing like 180. I don't know what happened. Oh my god.
She agrees she really been here through the fall. She the only thing I need. I wanna be free. I know that they want me for my ideas. So
Yo. I'm about to cough in a second, but welcome to the podcast again. This is Unbound. I'm yours as always. The truth. Along me, I got my boy, the outlier. Shout out to King's Crowning. Definitely go and get your hats, your hoodies, your caps, all that other good jazz. Satin lined. Keep your hair protected, my kings out there. Use the link Unbounded1 to get 10% off on your next purchase. Isaac is showing his off right now. Mine is in my car. And my crown that I wear to sleep is somewhere in my bed. So I can't really show you right now. But what's going on, dog?
Well, the Cowboys got their first win of the season. So there's that.
Y'all got your first one of the season, and we just look like straight trash.
You just what?
I said, y'all got y'all first one of the season while we just look like straight garbage.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
I mean, I
Be
told
like
you
that
I kind of
sometimes.
expected us not to be really good this year, and the offense looked horrible. I don't know what we were thinking in the red zone, going for that trick play, having DJ Dallas throw the ball, threw it right to the defender. Who do we have next week? Because if that's how we're playing, I don't know what it is with my teams in offense this year.
I know we have I know we got the Giants next week, which should be interesting. But if our defense plays the way it's been playing, I don't see us having any problems.
It's fine, just because y'all have a guy that I believe is probably going to be a top 5 player in the next 3 years. I don't know if he's there right now, but in 3 years, I think he will be a top 5 player all around on defense. Maybe even just top 5 all around. Period. So we got the Falcons Sunday.
Well, one of you has to win.
So these are our next 6 games. We have the Falcons, then we have the Lions, then the Saints, the Cardinals, the Chargers, and then the Giants. Based off what I've seen in the last 2 weeks, I am probably going to say we beat the Falcons and we lose the rest. So that'll put us at 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 7. It's decent. So 2 and 7 will kind of keep me on pace with what I was saying before the season, us going 5 and 12.
And your constant lack of optimism.
No, I'm a realist.
You can be both.
No, because my optimism would be we're going to the Super Bowl, and we see how that happens.
Your
Especially
optimism
when
would
this
be,
team
hey,
celebrate
we're going to
wins
go into
by
this game
having
and we're going to do our
horses
best
in stores.
until we don't.
I mean, it could be worse. You could have your team celebrate wins by riding horses in like department
Hey,
stores.
that was wild. I was about to get to that. Look, see, this is why people don't like us. They don't. When I say us, they don't like Cowboy fans because we don't know how to act. We do that. We win one game, and all of a sudden, I'm gonna ride a horse through a Walmart because it's a free country, and who's really gonna stop me?
I mean, to be fair, it's not like they're out here trashing neighborhoods and flipping cars. So
Right? Like
if
I
it
would
came
rather
down
have them
to
do that.
that or riding a horse in a Walmart,
Was
I'd ride a
even
horse in a
funnier.
Walmart.
The horse had this tail like dyed blue and white because it was already a white horse. But then I guess it had a horn on the front of it to look like a unicorn. So Mans is riding a unicorn through through the store with his cowboy hat and Dak Prescott jersey on. It had to be in Texas. It had to be because
But
either Texas
what
or
is
Florida.
going on with the Bengals? Forget all that. What
They
is
don't have a
going on with the
line.
Bengals? They have been
They don't have a
looking
line.
very lethargic.
They don't have an offensive line.
They
That's
didn't have
it.
an offensive line last year. Did that stop them from getting all
Well,
to the
I
Super
mean,
Bowl?
well,
Their
they
offensive
did have
line
an
should be
offensive
better
line
this
last
year.
year, but they still found a way because
Their offensive
Joe
line
Burrow
should
was
be
able to
better
pull
this
it
year if
out.
you think
Now
about
it's
it.
like they don't have an offensive line.
Sure. But it's didn't they bolstered up their old line, so the old line situation should be improved compared to last year.
I mean, if you want to call that an improvement, we got 6 sacks on them.
Well, it's almost looking like the Bengals want another Andrew Luck.
I hope not. Nobody wants to be another Andrew Luck.
Nobody wants to be Andrew Luck.
Nobody. And Joe Burrow is too good for that.
And Joe Burrow has been straight abused these last 2 weeks. Like straight abusive. So I don't know who do the Bengals have next week. Let's look at the Bengals schedule because that's going to be something to watch out for. Because especially if they got to go against any team in the AFC West, the Jets, Dolphins, Ravens, Saints, Falcons, and Browns. So looking at that team, looking at this, they'll probably have some issues going against New Orleans and definitely Cleveland. Especially if I think Jadavion should be definitely healthy by by Halloween, and that's a Monday night game too. So it's not too many. Like when you think about it, they went against 2 teams with very high D lines. So when you look at teams with D lines that are very scary, you're talking about basically everybody in the AFC West, the Cowboys, Steelers, Browns. Am I missing somebody?
I don't think so.
So those are the teams that you're really going to be struggling against. I don't see anybody from the AFC West, so that might be a blessing in disguise until they get to the play until they possibly get to the playoffs. But they got a ways to go now after dropping the first 2 games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Raiders blew a lead.
It was a lot of that going around
There's a
yesterday.
lot of leads being blown. We didn't talk about it, but the Falcons blew one last week. Almost were able to come back from a 28 to 3 deficit. Uh, the Ravens blew a lead as well. They had a 21-point lead going into the fourth quarter. He is was this his breakout game?
But this is what?
Gotcha. Was this his breakout game?
Whose?
Tua. He had what, 6 touchdowns? Well over 40 yards passing.
Yeah, I'd say it only goes up from here for me.
I mean, you got to look at what he has going on. He has the weapons to really have a season. You got
Yeah.
Waddle, Tariq, Gesicki, and some pretty serviceable running backs back there. So I really like what they got going down there in Miami.
I do too. Like I said, Miami's one of those teams you want to see do well because they've been when they haven't
Miami,
been doing good for a while.
Jacksonville, which they shut out the Colts.
They did 24-0.
So did the Colts mess up here
In what way?
by getting Matt Ryan and getting rid of Carson? Now, granted, the Commanders did not win this week, but Carson Wentz didn't play terrible. Looking back at it
No,
now,
Carson Wentz did his thing.
30 for 46, 37 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Carson Wentz did his thing last night.
And then Matt Ryan, though, Lord, 16 for 30, which is not good. 195 and 3 picks. No touchdowns. Clearly because they didn't score.
I think they did
Ryan
okay.
looked this bad. Looking at other scores here, the Panthers dropped 0-2.
Yeah, the Panthers are they're going through it.
Jameis Winston threw 3. Should I try to trade Gibson before he's splitting carries with?
Whew. Y'all have excuses where it's like I think I need a nap, but like I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. I think it's just Monday. And he's frozen. Anyway, while we're waiting for him to get back, there he is.
Did you hear me ask the fantasy question, or how long have they go?
You said what?
I'm on Rice. I'm on Ross, St. Brown, Edwards for Evans and Harris. St. Brown is probably a really good get if that's what you're trying to get.
For fantasy?
Yeah, St. Brown has been balling, especially since late last season.
Yeah, probably.
Who's the Edwards you're talking about?
Yeah,
Mike Evans.
Wait, who's asking you fantasy questions?
Huh?
Who's asking you fantasy questions?
This is on TikTok.
Oh.
Mike Evans is going to be out for next week. He was issued a suspension.
Yep.
So let's look at next week's schedule while we're here. We know we got the games tonight. We have the Titans and Bills who are going to kick off here in about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah, under 30. 7:15 and then 8:30.
But you know they usually don't kick off until sometime after 7:15.
Yeah.
So next week we start off on Thursday with the Steelers and Browns. Minka Fitzpatrick might end up finding a way to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, well, Micah doesn't do it first.
So far, it's between him and it's between Micah and Minka. And maybe Michael Jackson. No, I'm joking.
Now you're really being optimistic.
I was joking. I know he had a fumble recovery last week and a touchdown this week, but it's okay. Bills Dolphins. That's gonna be a game.
I'm looking forward to that.
Like a few years ago, you would look at this game as like, who cares about this game? But now, seeing what happened yesterday with the Dolphins and knowing what the Bills can do, and it's gonna be interesting to see what the Bills do tonight. Then you got the Bengals and Jets, which I want to say the Bengals will get on the board with a win here, but knowing what the Jets have been able to do,
The Jets,
even losing last week, they look really good.
the Jets are cooking. The Jets are cooking something, and we should all be not scared, but definitely like aware of
They
what they're
might
doing.
be. I still think they'll probably end the season off this year, probably 7-10. But those 10 losses going to be very entertaining. 7 of those 10 losses will be very, very good. And we already saw one that was really good. So they got 6 more losses to really be entertaining for me. Titans and Raiders. 2 teams that are really trying to find their way back into the win section. Well, seeing that the Titans, if the Titans win tonight or lose, so we'll see how that goes. Saints, Panthers. I got the Saints winning that one. I think Jameis is probably going to bounce back.
I don't think he has a choice.
Patriots, Ravens. I'm going to say it like I said last week. Lamar Jackson is not under the extension that he wants. And it wasn't his fault that they lost this week, because he balled out himself. Lions, Vikings. I said the Jets were the most entertaining team. I meant to say the Lions. That's on me. The Lions are the team that I think are going to be a team that really puts up a fight. And you know what? I think the Lions sneak away with a win here.
Yeah,
I'm calling upset. I got the Lions beat the Vikings. Eagles, Commanders. Give me the Eagles.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Chiefs, Colts. Oh, the Colts about to get destroyed.
yeah. By the Chiefs, yeah, they're done.
Bears, Texans. I'm gonna go Bears here. Even though the Texans have been hanging in there, they are what 1-1.
Yes.
Colts, and they hung in there with the Broncos.
They did,
I
yeah.
expected him to play yet. He didn't play too high yesterday. He did just enough to win, but it wasn't what we've seen Russ do.
What the fuck? Why does that shit keep popping up?
Jazz, Chargers. I got Chargers here. Rams, Cardinals, Rams. Packs, Bucks. Give me the Packs. Nope. Give me the Buccaneers. Ooh, never mind. Yeah, give me the Buccaneers.
Wait, who is it?
Packers and Buccaneers. The Buccaneers defense is probably one of the best defenses going right now.
Tom Brady looks very. I know I say this a lot, but Tom Brady looks very like more average than he does before.
I think Father Time is catching up with them, and it's probably not going to hurt him as much, seeing how good that defense is playing. 2 games.
No. When I say Tom Brady is average, I'm not using bias. I'm like, if you really look at him, if you really look at like, I think
he never has been, but I think the thing that helps him so much is the fact he gets the ball out so quick.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying that, but I'm saying his how can I say this? It's not overtly impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he's basically the Spurs. He's basically the Spurs.
Yes. Yes.
Tom Brady is the Spurs. The
Yes.
only difference between Tom Brady and the Spurs is people like the Spurs.
The Spurs and the Pistons was like the most boring NBA finals ever.
But I'm saying, I know, Mom's just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady had the most boring Super Bowl ever against the Rams. That the Rams
I
shouldn't
love
even
that
been
game.
in. Huh?
I love that game.
That game was trash because
Now,
first
you
of
want
all,
to
the
go
Rams shouldn't
go
even
watch
been in
Super Bowl
it.
48.
Say what?
Super Bowl 48 was boring.
Who was that?
The Seahawks and the Broncos.
Who was it?
Seahawks and Broncos.
Oh yeah, no.
43.
Right.
That was boring.
That was.
I love defensive games. Everybody hated that. Was it a Sunday night game? We played against the Cardinals, and the game ended in a 6-6 tie. I loved it.
No, I'm saying I hated it. I hated that Super Bowl 53 because I didn't think the Rams should have been there. I thought it was just another. I thought it was just a ploy. I thought it was just another ploy to get Tom Brady another Super Bowl, which he did get it.
To be fair, the Saints got screwed, but the Saints also screwed themselves
I'm saying if they didn't get screwed if they had given that, I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you they would have scored on that drive.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee you they would have scored a touchdown on that drive, sealed the game away, would have been over.
Yeah, I agree there. But it wasn't like they didn't get the opportunity to.
I know, but I'm saying we never would have got. People say like, well, they screwed themselves. Like, yeah, but the point is, we never would have gotten. Had they gotten that call right, we never would have gotten to that point.
Yeah, you're right.
You never would have come to the point of, oh, well, they had another shot at it, which is a terrible argument if you really think about it.
At this point, you got to know the refs suck. And if you get the opportunity to right the wrong, you got to right the wrong, or it's just like, well. It wasn't like it was the end of the world. We had the opportunity to go back down there and write it, and we just didn't get it right. And then we're just going to sit here and really talk about this the same way we talk about the catch.
Game. Huh? It derailed the game, which, granted, you can't let it derail the game, but it did.
You're right.
It completely derailed the game.
And now it's going to forever be one of those things we talk about, like Super Bowl 40 and the Dez Bryant catch and all the Fail Mary and everything of that sort.
You know, good and well Dez caught that thing.
He didn't. By the rules, he did not.
I know good and well Dez caught it.
By the rules, Dez Bryant did not catch it. By today's rules, he caught it. By yesteryear's rules, no. And that's all that matters. What happened in college this week? I was
so
oh my gosh.
What?
Ohio State killed Toledo.
No, that's literally all it was. It was all death. Georgia killed South Carolina 48-7.
USC
Michigan
blew out
killed
Fresno
59-0. Oklahoma killed Nebraska 49-14. Nebraska then proceeded to fire its head coach and its defensive coordinator. But shout out to Nebraska. They have their first interim coach, and he's black. That's the first black head coach they have.
Hey, I don't care if he sucks. Then what good is he do being the first one? He better be good.
True. Kentucky.
And that's how I felt when it came to like Miami and their coach, which he's a black man. Now,
Brian
he's 2-0. I'm like, and he's from Virginia.
Oh, you're talking about Mike McDaniel?
Isn't he from Virginia?
I don't know where he's from.
Hold on, let me see, because I think I saw something about him being from Virginia.
No, he's from Aurora, Colorado.
He's Colorado.
He went to Yale.
He's pretty young though.
He's 39. If that's young to you.
He would be like what, the third? It's a lot of young coaches.
Sean McVay is still the youngest.
Yeah,
by a year. I think Kingsbury has him beat by like a year. No, either him or McDermott.
Sean,
But I know
let me
Sean
see.
McVay is still the youngest.
Youngest head coaches in the NFL. McVay is definitely number one. He's what? How old is Sean? Sean McVay is 36.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell
Yeah. He's like
is right
37.
behind him.
Yeah, 37, right?
Nope, he's 36. He's only
Like a couple months older, though.
4 months older, and 4 months and a day older. Then it's Mike McDaniel at 38. Zach Taylor at 38.
Where's
Brandon
McDermott?
Staley.
Anyway, yeah. So, like I said,
And we have the oldest.
Nebraska fired his head coach. Also, Herm Edwards is out at Arizona State.
Wow.
Yeah, because they lost at home, and then on top of that, they he's got investigations, which I think it's recruiting allegations.
And by the way, the Seahawks have the oldest head coach with Joe Biden.
What?
I mean, Pete Carroll.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I said the Seahawks have the oldest head coach with Joe Biden. I mean, Pete Carroll.
Oh. He does look like he does look like that. He does look like that. Kentucky shut out Youngstown State. Baylor shut out Texas 31-0. Baylor shut out Texas State 42-7. Oregon beat BYU 41-20. Ole Miss beat Georgia Tech 42-0. Penn State beat Auburn 41-12. Alabama beat Louisiana Monroe 63-7. Wake Forest beat Liberty 37-36. Ohio State beat Toledo 77-21. Oklahoma State beat Arkansas Pine Bluff 63-7. Arkansas State beat Missouri State 38-27.
What was that score for UAPB?
63-7
I thought
against Oklahoma State. NC State beat Texas Tech 27-14. What? Michigan State lost to Washington 28-39, and they were ranked on the road. So they're probably not ranked anymore.
Who did they lose to?
That's in Seattle. Washington, unranked Washington University Cougars.
I saw
not Cougars.
App State went on a Hail Mary.
Yeah. App State's like that, bro. They're like that this year. Florida beat South Florida 31-28.
Did you see the video?
Western Michigan 34-13. Clemson beat Louisiana Tech 48-20. Texas was able to bounce back, beat University of Texas San Antonio 41-20. A&M beat Miami in a good game. Well, I thought it was good. 17-9. Utah beat San Diego State 37-7, and then USC beat Fresno State 45-17.
Did you see the video I sent you?
Yeah, see the what?
The video I sent you.
I haven't watched the video you sent me since you sent me that trash earlier this week.
Well,
that I still haven't forgiven you for, by the way.
Civil War. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, is that between Southern and
Texas Southern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? Did they get into fighting in the stands, or they were just
no? It was actually fun. Well, fortunately, there were no fights. Was it disrespect? Yes, it was straight disrespect, and I loved every single second of it.
How disrespectful was it? Because mind you, I'm not a band guy. You gotta disrespect comes to me differently.
All right, so here's the backstory. So the director bands at Texas Southern, Brian Simmons.
Okay.
If you don't remember, this is the same band that played Bianca Belair down to this ring at WrestleMania.
This year's right or last year?
This past WrestleMania. So
okay.
This
Wait,
is all under Brian Simmons.
That was this year?
Yes.
Yo, time is weird. Carry on. Time is weird. What the fuck?
So same band director, he's already just like doing his thing this year. And he's a juke, which that is a member of Southern University's marching band. He marched to Southern.
Hang on. he's the director of Texas Southern,
He came from Southern.
but he went to Southern,
Yes.
like
What it's not
directed or
it's not as weird as you think, because a lot
wait,
of
he
people
directed Southern or played for Southern.
he marched at Southern.
Okay.
So he was a juke, and now he's doing there.
Oh,
So,
is juke short for jukebox?
yeah, human jukebox.
Okay, and that's Southern, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So like when I refer to Legion, that's I'm
Yeah, no, I
saying
get that. That one I get. That one I got.
Jukebox. So they're down there doing a field show, and Southern's in the stands, and so they run over to Southern and basically playing like their staples, like we don't give a, and then they go straight into nobody does it better, blowing on Southern to the point where they are like certain things like that. You do that, you already are just flat out being disrespectful.
So wait, they ran. What do you mean they ran over? Like,
so they're in the stands and they stand right in front of where they're sitting at and start blowing on them
on the field?
Texas Southern's on the field while Southern's in the stands.
Okay. Oh, okay. I can see how that could be disrespectful.
Things that kind of come around like that. My last year marching in 2015, we did the same thing. We did a similar thing to A&T. We played Middle Finger You Smash something at them. A few years later, they came back on us and played Behold Tag 3.
Behold Tag what?
Behold Tag 3.
Okay, all right. So hang on. All right. So pretty much what happened? Did Texas Southern's in the stands, Southern's on the floor on the field?
Opposite. Flip it.
Southern's in the stands, Texas Southern's on the field. The guy you're talking about directs for Texas Southern.
Mm-hmm.
So he told his band to get on the field.
No, they're doing this is during their field show.
So this is during
that much better.
This is at halftime.
Yes.
Okay. So at halftime, he has them crowd over towards where they're sitting in the stands.
Yes.
And they play what you said they're staples. So they play what like they normally play?
Yeah, it's like two songs that like people know is Southern. When you hear that song being played, you know, oh, that's Southern.
But Texas Southern was playing it.
Texas Southern was playing it at Southern.
Okay.
And so after they ran off and was continuing the field show, marching back, Southern gets up and starts blowing on them as they're marching away. I was like, this is so disrespectful, but I love it. This is why I wish sometimes that bands in the MEAC had that mentality that the SWAC does. Because SWAC bands just don't care.
Maybe it's because I'm not
in the
MEAC
guy that I'm missing a bunch of bands.
I get it. I can understand the disrespect, but maybe it's because I'm not a band guy. It's not hitting as hard.
Well, here's the thing: up here, the band culture is not the same as it is down there.
Well, it is.
In all honesty, the only band in the MEAC now is Norfolk State. That is what we're talking about.
Jackson State's in the SWAC, isn't it?
Huh? Jackson
State's in the SWAC.
Bethune SWAC, FAMU SWAC, Southern Texas Southern, Alcorn, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Prairie View,
Gramblin's in the
Gramblin's. A&T is Big South and Hampton is Big South. So that leaves Norfolk State.
Hey, well,
all we have to play around.
Y'all just got to carry it on your backs, I guess.
All we have to play around is what's left of South Carolina State, what's left of Savannah State, what's left of Morgan State, and what's left of Delaware State. Oh, and whatever's left of North Carolina Central.
You sound so bummed out. Like
I am.
Like you sound so disappointed.
I am bummed out all the way because the only band that was worth even seeing, it was two bands that was worth seeing when I was marching. A&T, Cookman. We knew we were never going to see FAMU unless we went down to Florida. Now we went down to Cookman 2 straight years. I went in 2012 and 2013. I had to wait since 2015 to see A&T. I had a blast. But the other bands, it won't nothing worth seeing. I've seen Morgan a few times. We went down to Morgan, blew their whole stadium. It was like,
It's not hard for y'all to blow a stadium. I haven't been to y'all in a minute.
I'm gonna put it this way: we are
it's
Britt
not-
Baker in the MEAC during the pandemic.
It's not hard for y'all to be that though. Like
I know we're Britt Baker during the pandemic in the MEAC.
no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but actually, yeah, I know what you mean by that. But still, like, it's not hard. That's not hard, considering like who y'all are. You know what I mean?
No, the issue is the other bands just ain't there. The culture up here is nowhere near what the culture is down there. I just talked about what was the last episode about what's going on in Norfolk with the bands. Down there, it ain't nothing to see them bands going against each other in high school. And they treat that stuff like they're in college.
Oh, like high school bands?
Yes. Down in Louisiana, over in Memphis.
Well, I mean, we're think about where
Florida,
we are. Nobody
Georgia
cares about nothing here. What do we even have a staple of anything in this state?
Peanuts.
Dog, we are a bland ass state. We are a bland ass state.
I can't think of anything. Peanuts.
We are a dry head ass
Producers
state,
that don't really show their faces but get streets.
We're a boring head ass state, bro. We are a head ass state. That's what we are.
Putting casinos in parts of the city where crime is.
Fucking
getting rid of DJs for public events.
Yo, we are backwards head ass.
Am I missing something?
I don't know, bro. We are retarded.
Oh, problematic city councilmen and women. Here we go. Gotta love my city, Portsmouth. Love it.
We're crazy. Not even crazy. We're not even crazy. We just dry. We are dry here.
Well, it can't
I miss Japan, bro. Like
Chesapeake ain't got nothing going on.
I miss Japan, man. Actually, I miss Cali. Yeah, Cali has his issues, but Cali was like
issues galore, bro.
Anyway, Georgia's. Let's get back to this stuff. Georgia's number 1. Bama's number 2, which I think because both teams left their. Now, granted, Bama did score 63 to Georgia's 49, but I think it's because Bama was at home and Georgia was on the road when they did it. I think it's what made the difference.
Yeah, and that
because last year, like I said, last week when Bama was 1 on the road, they only won by 1 point.
Yeah.
So that's what made the difference there. Ohio State's 3 and Michigan is 4. All 3 of them are. Everybody is 3-0 until 12. NC State, and then Utah's 2-1. Kentucky's in the top 10.
Do we get Manicast tonight?
I'm probably not going to watch it. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's on ESPN too.
I was watching Manicast last week, and it was actually pretty fun.
Oh no, yeah, no, they're good. I mean, that's why. Why do you think he hosted Saturday Night Live that one time? Manning has charisma, Peyton.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you know Kansas is 3-0?
Huh?
He said, huh? Did you know Kansas is 3-0?
The Jayhawks?
The Rock Chalk Jayhawk, they're 3-0.
None?
I'm looking at it right now. They are 3-0.
Interesting.
They've beaten.
You're Big 12, right?
Houston. They beat these teams. They beat Houston. They just beat Houston 48-30. They beat West Virginia 55-42, and they beat Tennessee Tech 56-10.
So they're definitely Big 12.
Yes, they are Big 12.
Those numbers sound like Big 12.
Yeah.
Straight offense, no defense.
And then Oklahoma and Oklahoma State
What was it Texas Tech versus who did Pat Mahomes play against when they dropped like 50 each?
Texas Tech.
Well, Texas Tech and who?
It was probably Texas Tech and either Oklahoma or Oklahoma State because those games can be shootouts.
Let me see. It was somebody. And I think that whoever he was going against is in the league now.
It was probably Kyler Murray at Oklahoma.
You know what? It was.
Yeah, see? Oh, no, not Kyler. Baker.
It was Baker.
It was a Big 12 conference.
66-59, Baker Mayfield versus Pat Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah, 66-59, and Baker won. Baker beat him out by a touchdown. 52 of 88, 734 yards. And Baker went 27 of 36, 545. Seven touchdowns.
The names on the stat sheet. Joe Mixon, 56-yard pass from Baker Mayfield.
King
DDD Westbrook.
King DDD Westbrook.
Who else is up here that I know? DD Westbrook had a game. No, Pat Mahomes didn't have any Kiki QT. That is crazy. Total yards. Oklahoma 854. Texas Tech 854. First downs. Oklahoma 34. Texas Tech 42. Jeez. Dog, do you really want me to read Pat Mahomes' stat line?
Go for it, bro.
52 of 88.
No, I just said that.
734 yards.
Yeah, and 5 TDs.
5 tutties in the pit. That's got to be the most pass attempts in a college game. Let me see. After this, we're gonna get to the PW 500.
Yeah, this is Like we apologize. It's Monday for both of us. We had a long weekend.
I had a long weekend and I'm still tired.
You got to bear with us.
Drew Brees?
Yeah, he went to Purdue.
55 of 83. He threw the ball 83 times. Still only got 494 yards. David Klinger at 716 pass yards in the game. I'm looking up weird, what is this called? This is on Bleacher Report. 11 most unbreakable records in college football. What do you think the most offensive yards in a single game was?
1,000.
1,021 yards in 1990.
Who did that?
Houston. Oh, Lord, this is about to be fun. 9 interceptions thrown in a game.
Who did that?
John Reeves of Florida.
Did he put his head down? He should have.
9 times. David Klinger threw 11 touchdown passes in the game. Number 6.
Wait, who did?
Huh?
Who did?
David Klinger.
How many in a game?
11.
In one game?
One game.
Defense must have been non-existent.
Right.
But
Barry Sanders averaged 238.9 yards rushing in the game.
Who did he play for?
What? In 1995, Nebraska did not allow a single sack.
Well, Nebraska used to be like that, so I'm not surprised by that.
Oklahoma won 47 straight games from 1953 to 1957.
Yeah, Oklahoma being good in the past and all that, and Nebraska being good doesn't surprise me. It really
Pat
don't.
Brady, 99-yard punt. And what? Oh gosh.
What?
The biggest blowout in college history. 222-0.
Who the hell was that?
Georgia, number one, Georgia Tech beats Cumberland 222 zap. Let me just read this. There are blowouts, and then there is the pounding Georgia Tech placed it on tiny Cumberland College from Lebanon, Tennessee. After putting up 63 points in each of the first two
Wait,
quarters.
were they at Cumberland?
Huh?
Were they at Cumberland?
No.
Oh, it's a neutral site. I would say if they went to Cumberland just to beat the fecal matter out of them like that, y'all gotta shut your whole program down.
Right. They scored 63 points in the first two quarters, both respectively. So at the end of the halftime, it was 126-0.
Y'all gotta call it after that.
Why do you even go back out there? You're losing 126-0.
That's not even cool. Like,
why?
Well, mind you, it was in a different
After
time.
you put 100 points to me in the first half, I'm ready to quit. Where is the white towel?
It's more of a. I feel like that was a time back then where men were men, and we didn't quit for nothing because mental health wasn't a thing.
Forget all that noise. I'm getting destroyed out here.
Help me.
You know what that sounds like? It really feels like they had a bunch of one and done drives.
Oh, they just scored.
Ain't no way they recorded any tackles in that game, bro.
It's like they just got the ball, and as soon as they got the ball, first play of the drive, score.
You know what? Forget all that. They probably kicked the ball off and just like got 5 returns for touchdowns too.
I would be surprised.
You get a bunch of tackles and still allow 63 points in the first quarter, and then 63 more in the second quarter. Hold on. Now I need to do some math because how many touchdowns were scored this game?
222.
And I'm not doing that in my head. Divided by 7. 31 touchdowns.
So somebody saw the end zone 31 times.
That is sad. But let's go to some wrestling. Before we get to the PWI 500, did you see the news regarding Survivor Series?
Yes. And I have a suggestion for a match.
What do you
Judgment Day? Everybody in Judgment Day. Hopefully Rhea's cleared by then. Everybody in Judgment Day, right? Right? Versus Edge, Ray, Beth, and one other person.
I think that I like where you're going here, but I think that spot is reserved for the bloodline.
That's stupid. I don't care. That's stupid.
Well, they are the biggest thing in the company.
I don't care. That's stupid. I don't care. No, give me what I want.
Okay, Batista. Give me what I want.
No, I've been saying that because he didn't give me what I want. Now, granted, she wasn't cleared.
And I don't think she is cleared yet. She hasn't wrestled.
She what?
Has she had a match yet?
No, she's been back. She just hasn't wrestled.
Yeah, I don't think she's clear yet then. And I don't know if how long they expect her to be out. So it could not be a situation where she's ready. I've seen a lot of it because he said it's gonna be a men's WarGames match and a women's WarGames match.
Well, I know one of it's probably going to be Damage Control versus Bianca and her team.
But usually, what is it about a 4-on-4 situation, right?
4-4 or 5-on-5.
So if it's a 4-on-4, damage control needs one more, which I think Indy is a definitely somebody that fits slides in well, especially the relationship that has been portrayed over social media between her and Bailey.
Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Bianca's situation is going to be where things kind of look interesting. There have been people that have suspected that Becky is probably doing better than a lot of reports have originally led on. Maybe this is where they bring in Naomi and Sasha. Who do you think would be? Oh, nice first down. Who do you think would be the one that fit? Who do you think would fit in well there? Do you think they continue with what they have developed so far with Bianca, Bailey, Oscar, and Alexa?
I don't see Becky feels like I feel like Becky is the best choice because I don't know who else you put in there.
Now, I think that Naomi and Sasha fit in well now because
I'm saying where would they go is my thing. Like
well,
I'm saying whose team would they be on?
I think that Sasha and Naomi would fit well with Bianca just because of the fact that it feels like it only makes sense for them to come back to where they left off.
Because are they? No, wait, no, they're not the champs.
But they technically never were defeated for the belts,
right?
So it kind of makes sense. I don't expect that to be tonight, them showing up, because I just don't think that you return them when there's 2 football games going on.
Yeah, no.
Maybe you do it on SmackDown. Who knows? Maybe they do it in Saudi. Or no. Before Saudi is Extreme Rules, right?
I think so.
Extreme Rules is this month? No, it's next month. Or is it this month? Hold on.
It's October.
Which one is first?
Extreme Rules is first.
I kind of do like it how they at least giving some of these pay-per-views time to breathe and develop. Like at one point, you remember it was like 3 weeks and you had a pay-per-view or PLE now. Yep, October 8th.
Gresham's coming back to Fight Club.
Huh?
Jonathan Gresham is coming back to GCW.
Cool. Did you see that the video that everybody was bringing up about the Young Bucks?
Which video?
Them using a bundle of sticks.
Using what?
A bundle of sticks.
The word?
Yeah. It looked to be PWG.
Okay, when I say this, not an excuse. Okay? All right. When I say this is not an excuse. PWG was like the Wild West.
Yeah.
In like the early 2000s when they were running.
Wasn't that where Kevin Owens and Excalibur had their N-word segment?
Yeah. So the fact that they said it is not surprising
at all,
because like I said, it was the Wild West. Look what people thought what GCW is now is what PWG was back then. Only I think,
but GCW was
like I'm not sure when GCW actually started. Actually, hang on, let me look it up. Let me make sure I got that right. Because they may have been around the same time, only one might have been bigger. Okay, so GCW was around in 1999. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's when GCW got started. So yeah, but GCW I think was definitely way more violent than PWG. But PWG also had its share of chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Jersey Championship Wrestling, but in 2015 it is Game Changer. It became Game Changer Wrestling. So technically, Game Changer Wrestling's only been around for 7 years, which would also mean that it's right around the time the Bucks were the Bucks.
I mean, I'm not, and granted, it's not my slur. It's not a slur that pertains to me. But I didn't even get all hot and bothered about the one with Kevin Owens and Kevin Steen and Excalibur. I knew where it came from. It was like the direct quote from Stone Cold's part in the Longest Yard.
Oh yeah,
Like,
didn't he drop
and
it?
like,
Didn't Stone Cold drop it in there?
he dropped it in the Longest Yard.
The N word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which led to him and the whole thing that happened after him looking down the sideline saying that's how white man runs the football.
Yeah, and then he got hit with that clothesline.
Oh yeah,
which probably didn't do well for his already messed up neck.
I'm pretty sure he didn't take that stunt. I would hope not.
Well, he will. Yeah,
maybe just the fact that he's a wrestler, he probably did take it. Who was that guy? But he scored a touchdown.
But yeah, what you got on the PWI 500?
All right, so let's look at this.
By the way, the fact that Kota Ibushi isn't on this list is sad.
Well, Kota Ibushi didn't. When was the last time Kota wrestled?
Last year in the G1 final. It's really been that long.
So I don't think that will.
Oh, speaking of which, he's in America with Kenny.
So before I get down to this to the top names, Cash Wheeler was not on the list.
Okay.
A lot of people were very upset about that.
I mean, Dax has had higher profile singles matches than Cash has. I don't know.
What was Cash at on the list?
I mean, not Cash, Dax. I mean, Dax.
What was Dax?
Dax was in like the 50s.
Okay. But evidently, the PWI editor made a tweet saying, "Oof, okay, it looks like Cash Wheeler, who originally ranked in around 153, was removed in error. These things happen occasionally. It was never fun for anybody involved. But this one is 100% on me. Cash, on behalf of official of PWI, I sincerely apologize for the mistake." So, looks like Cash is actually 153.
Okay. Well, there you go. You made it.
So let's look at the top 25.
All right.
I think 25 would be good. So I'm not going through all 500 before. Some of these guys in the top 20. Yeah, I think I know everybody in the 25.
Is Kid Bandit anywhere on the list?
In the top 25, I don't see his name.
Not in the top 25. Just on there. Is he on there?
I'm pretty sure he
Are
is.
they on there?
I'm not going through all 500 of these people to try to find a Kid Bandit, okay?
That's fair. Oh, Kid Bandit had an amazing match with Malachi Black over the weekend.
I feel like CM Punk at whatchamacallit right now. As tired as I am. I ain't sleep. I ain't get home till almost midnight. Where's it at? I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Here we go. All right. So 25 is AC Mack.
Okay.
24 is Alexander.
I think Josh. It's supposed to be Josh.
Okay. 23, Jay White.
Fair. He's a current champion. Josh and Jay are both current champions.
22, Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Moose higher than Chris Jericho. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, Moose is number 21. 20, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's fair.
19, Kenny Omega, which is very
That's
interesting.
funny. He's been out most of the year, so that
Right.
makes sense.
So I feel like Kenny Omega is way too high on this list.
Well, who's under him? Let me see some of the names under him. Not the whole list, but let's just see.
Will Ospreay.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. Mike Bailey should definitely be higher.
Ron Breaker.
Yeah,
say
he
what
should
you
be
want
higher
about
than
him.
that.
Sammy Guevara should be higher than Kenny Omega on this list.
Katsuhiko Nakajima should be higher than Kenny. Desperado. Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston's 40. Isaac's going off in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think Eddie should be higher. Jacob
I was
higher.
waiting for your rant because I know you're hiding from it. I know you're holding it in right now. I will put you on full screen. You're holding it in. You're holding it in.
Nope.
I'm egging you on. I am egging you on.
Shut
Poke
up,
the bear.
bro.
Poke,
Bro,
poke.
shut up.
For those who don't know, I'm a button pusher.
I don't know why that list is like that. He was gone for most of the year. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Like, come on. Eddie faced Marufuji. He faced freaking Konosuke Takeshita. He faced Ishii twice. Come on.
When does this year?
Wait, hang on. Where's Takeshita? Where's Konosuke Takeshita?
Konosuke Takeshita. Let's see. Where is it at? Doggone it. That's not Takeshita. There he is.
Oh, this
58 is Coda. Pack is 56. Wardlow is 67.
Carmelo Hayes. I don't even watch NXT.
72 is Ilya Dragunov. Melo is 77. The A champ is 77. Hey, Ellis Kane is 86. Shout out to Ellis Kane.
Gunther is. This list is dumb.
Gunter is at 91.
Jordan Grace is.
Why do we do lists on this podcast?
I don't know. Why are we doing this?
Powerhouse. Okay.
Nick Gage. That's funny. Nick Gage is on here. Naomichi Marufuji. Where is he? Hook is on it. Hook. Mind you, I'm marveling at all the people under Kenny Omega. I just want you to know that. I just need everybody to know that I'm marveling at all the
Kenny
people.
Omega could have 3 matches this year and still be in the top 25.
He was literally gone since Full Gear last year.
When was Full Gear?
November of 21.
So he had a month or 2 of matches, and that's enough.
He had 2. Now
that's probably 5 matches.
To be fair, hang on. When is the time frame did they count this for?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it August?
If it's from August, it's from August of last year to when?
Oh, I think it's August to August.
Okay, so from that time period, Kenny didn't come back till when?
After it was late August. And I don't think their championship win at
No, it's not, because that was September.
I don't think All Out counted.
So Kenny is number 19 after having, think about what he had August of last year. He had August, September. He had the match with Christian. It's Christian Cage. at the Impact title match. He had that match also with Christian Cage at All Out. He has a match with Hangman.
And that was it.
He had a couple more matches, I think, somewhere in there. But I think that maybe that match with Hangman, maybe.
I'm sorry, he's still too high to me.
You know, you're right. I'm not disagreeing with you. Adam Cole.
17, Seth freaking Rollins. 16,
MJF.
MJF. Okay. 15, Tanahashi.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Who the heck is this Alexander? Who the heck is Alexander? Because Josh Alexander is 14. I'm about to find out who this person is. Hammerstone?
Maybe.
It might be Hammerstone.
Yeah. Now that's Alexander Hammerstone.
That's the only other thing that makes sense. Because Hammerstone.
That's Alexander Hammerstone. I'll give it to you because Hammerstone's had a banger year.
Oh yeah, look, MLW. I don't know what y'all waiting on. Give me Hammerstone versus Alex Kane.
Seth, Tanahashi, Matt Cardona. Yeah, Cardona's been on it. He's been on it.
12, Shingo at 11. Look who's at number 10.
No, he definitely should be there. I don't care.
No, I agree, but that's probably going to cause some commotion.
I don't care. This man, no, let's talk about it. Jonathan Gresham was Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah.
He was the pure he was a pure champion.
Uh-huh.
He unified the belts. Well, he didn't unify the belt. He won the Ring of Honor Pure title in a tournament. So he was the first new Pure champion when they brought it back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he became Ring of Honor World Champion. Unified the belts, not the belt. I keep saying that. Had a match against Jay Lethal in the main event, right? They brought back the OG title belt. He won that and defended it literally everywhere. Literally everywhere. When he won it at Final Battle of 21. Literally. Then came back and was just having banger upon banger upon banger with everybody for that belt. For not just that, for the Pure Championship and for the Ring of Honor World Championship. So he should be there. And then on top of that, it was also Progress. Went to Progress, became their world champion.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been everywhere.
Oh yeah, I agree.
He should be number 10.
Number 9, Big E.
Yeah.
Who is El Hijo del
Vikingo, Viking Kid. He's currently the AAA Mega Champion, and he's supposed to have a match with Kenny at Triple Mania, but can't due to Kenny's suspension.
AIPC, I need y'all to finish y'all words because y'all out here with all these incomplete names is throwing me off.
Yeah. Hijo del Vikingo. Of the people in the top 15, in the top 25, I'm pretty sure the most underrated is Del Vikingo.
Yeah. 6, Cody Rhodes definitely has accolades in both WWE and AEW in this year. Having probably one of the best matches in WWE this year, also being a former TNT champion over this period as well.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley, world champion, U.S. champion.
Yeah. Current U.S. champion.
Right. Adam Page, world champion. CM Punk, world champion. Okada, world champion. I don't think it was close for number 2 to get the Roman Reigns at this point.
Yeah. No, but to anyone who thinks Okada shouldn't be 2, he's got to be the most consistent wrestler.
He is.
Like, for real.
Donovan said he is New Japan's John Cena, and I cannot disagree.
I know, but it's like he's New Japan's John Cena in the sense that it doesn't get old.
I mean,
because that's the thing. I think that's the disconnect between American fans, like United States wrestling fans.
But
And
our wrestling fans here are just trash anyway.
I know, but I'm saying that's the disconnect because between us and like European fans, like fans in the UK and fans in Japan. Because fans in the UK and fans in Japan, they can see the same thing and they'll love it every single time. It won't get old. Here, we see something, we'll watch it for a while, and then we hate it. Like Liv Morgan as champion. We were over the moon when it happened. Now, for some reason, we hate it.
It always happens that way.
And it's really, it makes no sense.
Every single time it gets called, because Becky Lynch called it happening to Liv.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then people are now that Roman is exactly what they wanted it to be, they're starting to turn on Roman. I'm like, no.
I want them to keep Roman with that belt until Mania at this point.
Yeah, but Okada, no, because I heard somebody on Twitter was like, Okada, because like Japan is this, we got to get Duke back on. You know, he's saying it's not a relevancy or whatever. I said, dog, that dude's been consistent everywhere. Like, I haven't seen him I've yet to see Okada have a match I didn't care. Have a big match I didn't care for.
Okada, and with that culture over there, he fits exactly what they want. And he is exactly what John Cena has been for WWE for all these years.
Right.
Regardless of how the crowds tried to react to Cena.
Right.
Can you name me a time where John Cena came out and the crowd was quiet?
No.
Can you name me a time where the crowd was quiet for Roman Reigns?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is not me arguing about why Roman shouldn't be one. I'm not.
No, I'm just saying that they.
No, I'm letting everybody watching know. Like, I'm not. This is not me arguing about Roman shouldn't be one because of Okada. Okada should be two, definitely. Nobody's been better than Roman, but like Okada being two is like good because he's consistent. And Punk, and recently, except for that match he had with Eddie Kingston, Punk's matches recently haven't been all that great.
I'm gonna say
like my only favorite match he's actually had is this match with Eddie.
Take away a few matches to CM Punk's in his entire career. I'm not the biggest fan of his in-ring stuff. I mean, yeah, he's good at what he does.
In-ring?
A lot of his matches don't really hit with me, especially as of lately.
Well, maybe here, I'll give him this. The match with MJF, that dog collar match with MJF was pretty fun.
Why does Doug Marone look like Brett Favre's brother?
But yeah. Okada's good. Okada should be number 2. Because nobody in Japan right now is hitting like Okada is.
I think Okada fits that part up. Derrick Henry in for the touchdown. But looking at the top 5 in itself, I don't think anybody deserves that number 2 spot more than Okada.
No, I don't think so either.
CM Punk wins titles and then gets injured. Because let's be honest.
Well, nobody turned on Paige. Paige is good because nobody turned on Paige.
They started to.
They did at the end.
The
they turned on Paige right when, as soon as Punk became number 1 contender. That's when they turned on Paige. Because they wanted that dream again. And then Bobby's just been Bobby. So
I mean, Bobby's been consistent in what he's done, but just based on what we know about how PWI does these, Okada is definitely
his match quality. His match quality and how his matches go are consistent.
His resume for the year and all that stuff also is considered. So yeah, that's no question here for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe Coda was on this list. I haven't seen Coda. Well, I haven't seen Coda since. I don't know. But since he's in America,
definitely gonna be something to look at.
There's a chance.
But I know we're all about to come on in a little bit, so I definitely want to see how things really play off, knowing that they have some shows to be building towards. I don't expect WarGames to really be established until after Extreme Rules,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
maybe after Crown Jewel. Which did you see the press conference?
I thought it was stupid. I thought, well, here's what. Okay, let me clarify. I thought Roman was good because he's in his bag right now. I think that but I've always thought these events were dumb.
Huh?
I've always thought these events were dumb.
What press conference?
No, the Saudi show.
Oh yeah, the Saudi show. I
Not
love
even
it.
because
I love
of
this.
the ethics and politics behind it. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that the shows have been trash.
The last one was really good, I would say.
Oh, see, I wanted to watch Edge versus Seth in Hell in a Cell. The only reason I didn't is because it was at a Saudi show.
Yeah, but that one was really.
I heard
good.
it was good, but I didn't watch it because it was at a Saudi show.
Uh,
I still have yet to see that match.
In the ring. Goldberg. Who did Goldberg wrestle that night? Was it Roman?
I think it was either Roman or Bobby, right?
It was Bobby. That was probably Goldberg's best match since coming back. That was really good. It was a women's match on that card that was really good too.
I think it was the Ronda match where she came out in her gi.
They had 3 women's matches on the card? Because you had the Queen of the Ring match, Ronda's match, and I think it was one more. But they delivered.
Wasn't the Ronda match like a tag match or whatever?
Yeah,
it was a tag. It was a tag. It was like Sonya and somebody. It was like Sonya and Natalya, I think, versus Ronda and I think like Liv or somebody.
Oh, it wasn't Liv.
It was somebody, and Ronda had to fight with one arm.
Yep.
And she was out there in her gi, in her Brazilian jiu-jitsu gi.
Was that Crown Jewel?
Yeah. Which is also crazy, which I think the next time people talk about, like, you know, the fact that Ronda got a gold medal or bronze medal in the Olympics for judo, that means only 2 people are better than her at judo. The same thing with Anthony Ogogo being the bronze medalist in boxing. Only two more people for both cases. That means only 2 people in the world could beat their ass at the time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, she's here with Naomi.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Against Sonya and who?
Let me find out.
Wasn't Sonya doing like, it wasn't racist, but a lot of people were dropping
Charlotte.
pics. Wasn't like a lot of people dropping pics with like kufis on because of how Sonya was treating Naomi?
I mean, the Black Queen got to stick with the Black Queen, man. What you mean?
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, was it Naomi or was it Bianca that Sonya was doing just all sorts of just?
Oh, she was doing that to both Bianca and
She would like do it to Bianca on Raw
and
and then Naomi on SmackDown, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was that was actual Elimination Chamber. That was the actual name of the pay-per-view.
Oh, in Saudi?
Yeah, they did Elimination Chamber in Saudi last year. Or this year. Right. Which is why I guess it was so good.
Yeah. So, what do you think is going to happen with Judgment Day?
I don't know.
Rhea's obviously the leader.
Oh, clearly.
But yeah, like, what do you think is going to happen?
That group.
Because they're going to have a Survivor Series match, right? Mm-hmm. Or Extreme Rules. Like, all right, let's build to Extreme Rules. What's going to happen in Extreme Rules?
I think this is probably going to be a good time to bring in Legado.
Who? Wait, what?
I think this would be a good time to bring Legado.
Oh, to bring in to help Ray against Judgment Day?
So Ray, I think it's going to be pretty much Ray. So you have
Ray, was it Ray, Santos, Joaquin, and Cruz.
Cruz del Toro is his name now?
Cruz del Toro, formerly Raul Mendoza, which I think worked better, but whatever.
Yeah, Cruz del Toro sounds like some dude with a mask.
It really does.
Like, as soon as I saw his name, she's like, are they going to give this man a mask?
Cruz del Toro would be Rush's name in WWE.
You know what?
Look at me and tell me I'm wrong.
No, because what is his gimmick?
El Toro Blanco. He'll come out with the white bull mask every time.
I feel like that was like a man that had the vault just in case they ever got Roosh.
By the way, everybody in Los Ingobernables faction or La Facción Ingobernable, that includes like Naito, Sonata, all them, like Naito, Sonata, Bushi, Shingo.
Are you counting LFI from like Ring of Honor, including Kenny?
Yes, I'm counting them too. All their suit games are on point.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell me otherwise.
Oh no, you're not wrong.
You cannot tell me
Even
otherwise.
Jose got to step it up.
You say what?
Even Jose got to step it up.
I know, right? Everybody, their suit games are on point. Rush's, Andrade, Naito, Sonata.
Andrade had a suit game on point even before leaving WWE.
Yeah, but Sonata's suit game was running Japan. Was running it. That man would come in with the hat. That man came in with the hat and the clean suit. I said, man, this dude. Let me see if I can find some stuff.
But I'm gonna have to get up out of here in a little bit because I need to go eat and contemplate what I'm gonna do with my life while watching Raw. What the heck was that?
Look at this suit game. Look at this suit.
I ain't walk around no 3-piece, man. Oh, that's not a 3-piece? All right, cool.
Look at that.
I thought it was a 3-piece for a second. I was like, nah, bro, you wild.
Well, I was in San Francisco, so I mean, where's that? Where's him? He had the hat on too. He was looking clean. I hope he's not still injured.
Who?
Say, Sonata.
Johnny Bravo.
He was U.S. champion. Then he had to surrender the belt because he got injured.
So what, Johnny Bravo?
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He got his hair back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it Impact? Is it Impact Sonata or is it like New Japan Sonata?
It's like New Japan Sonata. Is he
okay? Because I actually found about Sonata from Impact.
I'm like genuinely curious.
But yeah, I'm about to ready to tap out because my voice is trying to get my voice back.
This year? Oh, it was this year. Never mind. He was in G1 this year. Yeah, he was in the G1 this year.
Hopefully he'll be ready for the next Forbidden Door. Speaking of which, what were your thoughts on Triple H and his comments about blood?
Say again?
Did you see Triple H's comments about blood?
What did he say? No, I'm not gonna lie. No, what did he say?
All right, let me pull it up. Because I understand.
Also, Dalton Castle was at is on Dark.
Where's it at? I gotta find it. Triple H doesn't think blood is necessary anymore. It says it's irresponsible to go back. Let's see if I can find a full quote. The world has changed. The world has evolved. I don't think it's necessary. There's still blood in WWE, but there are medical personnel to check on wrestlers if there is an inadvertent cut. If we have talent that gets cut open, usually you will see them roll out and they'll get looked at to make sure that there's nothing dangerous, he added. I'm just of the opinion right now, given the state of the world and the pandemic, and at the end of the day, what? Stop moving. Gosh. At the end of the day, what we do is dangerous enough without intentionally making it more dangerous. Yes, we did feature bleeding for a long period of time, but we've changed that practice, and it's irresponsible to go back.
Oh, shit. No, I think I can agree with that.
Everybody was so upset about it, but I was like, if you really understood what he's saying here, he's not wrong.
No, I can't fault him for that.
We still have
It's not even to fault anybody. I just, no. I get it.
And like, yeah, there are times where I do wish that there were some blood issues, but it becomes an issue where, and I know it's a running joke in the IWC, but every other Moxley match ends up him blading or somebody else blading,
which is crazy.
And I understand that's what he likes to do, but when you think about the health issues, and this is something that WWE has at least shown that they care about from what we can see, and that they're taking that seriously. So I agree that it's unnecessary in a lot of cases, because it's like, okay, and when they actually bleed, I feel like it just makes it that much more big. It makes that bigger situation. And a lot of times when they're bleeding is because that they just inadvertently get busted open. And I'm like, okay, cool. So everybody was making a big deal about that, saying, but Triple H, you did all this blading back when you were wrestling. But y'all,
because it made sense. Most of those matches he was in, like,
that, and nobody read what he said. What have I said about the society? We are what kind of society are we?
A weird society.
We're a headline society. They read the headline and nobody went to read what he said. He made note of the fact that we've done this before. But when you know better, you do what?
You learn. You
do better. And so now that they know these situations, that's like unprotected chair shots to the head. You're gonna complain that, oh, y'all did unprotected chair shots to the head back in the day, so why don't y'all do it now? Let's see, a lot of them folk that was doing it are dead. One killed his family. So when you have all these issues of possible injury as it is, I don't think that's a smart idea to add that to a possibility of further hurting anybody in the ring. But yeah, that's all I got. Raw's on. So I need to go and figure out my food issue because a brother hungry.
I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Rhea's theme dropped.
Oh, go to my channel.
Rhea's new theme dropped. So I'm gonna go put my headphones in and listen to that.
Going to my playlist. Because a brother needs some playlist songs.
Dang, that's funny. I also think it's really funny that everybody picked the Bengals to win this game because Cooper Rush started. That's funny.
Well, I guess everybody overlooked the defense, so.
Yep. They must have. They must have.
Because the offense looked so lethargic last week. But we'll see how the Cowboys do next week.
Yep.
Y'all got who?
We got the Giants.
We'll see. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, go get up out of here. Peace, love, Pop Tarts, Star Wars. Remember to drink your water and stay safe out here. Deuces.
Sliding it like a wet flow. Already fried from the get-go. Alligators look like gecko. Everything I do, they echo. Big facts, my bank on big man. My drip too wet, that's